Hedera Hbar. So we're currently coming over to Australia to take over, and it has some really good news that was just announced for us in relation to Hedera, and it's right in front of your eyes as well. We have all of the evidence coming along. We also have some good news in relation to tokenization, but this is a bit of a spin on it. So it's not like your usual tokenization that we have, for example, with your stocks or gold, but it's something else, and Hedera is being utilized. We are also going to be having a look at Neuron World's case and what they've currently done with the sensors and the price action of both Source and Hbar today. So all I ask from you are two things, which is to give the video a like and to subscribe to the channel if you want daily Hedera news. Currently it is Thursday, so we are midweek, and I hope you guys are having a good week so far. Let me know down in the comment section below how you are doing and how much Hbar you have as well. So this is the announcement in relation to how we will be taking over Australia. So now Blockchain Australia have announced that Hedera has actually become a member, and you'll see over here that it just came out on the 3rd of April. Yesterday, we've currently got 20,000 views. So why is it important that we now are a member in terms of Blockchain Australia? Well, we already know that we pretty much got APP or AP Plus, which is the Australian Payments Plus, as a Hedera council member. Now, the thing is, if we just backtrack a little bit and actually do a little history lesson, the EFT POS actually joined the Hedera Governing Council back then. However, they have recently joined with BPay Group and NPP Australia to form the AP Plus. So we've got 3 different companies over here, and that is how they merged into one company. And so now we have AP Plus being the member of the Governing Council. But these names over here, EFT POS, BPay Group and NPP Australia, do have a dominant hold within that country, and so it pretty much goes to show that Hedera will be taken over in that sort of sense. So in terms of these stats for AP Plus, they have over 150 partner institutions, and they have processed 3.9 billion transactions in 2022. So we currently don't have that figure as of now for 2023 or 2024, because of course we've only just started. But imagine if we were able to double that to, let's say, around about 8 billion in 2023, and then 2024 to roughly around about 12 billion. If we can go on that track, that would be even better. So we have over here that AP Plus is a member-owned organization, and they also include Australia's domestic banks, international banks operating in Australia, and some of the country's largest merchants as well. And we also have that AP Plus announced that global financial services technology leader and the Hedera Council member WorldPay from FIS joined Australia's domestic debit network EFT POS as a member too. And this enables WorldPay's customers to benefit from EFT POS, secure online payments capabilities, and features designed to keep Australians safe in the digital economy. So more than sure that you've had a WorldPay now, but it's pretty good to see that we also have a very much recognized name coming into this and joining us as well. So from the Chief Information Officer, we have a quote here saying that with distributed ledgers, payments organizations like AP Plus can benefit from increased transparency, enhanced security, and improved efficiency in transaction processing. And AP Plus has several initiatives underway to ride the wave of innovation with Hedera, unleashing the full potential of DLT to transform our organization. So again, these stats speak for themselves, guys. 4 billion transactions. Are we actually able to triple that in 2024 to 12 billion transactions, especially with the fact that we have these big organizations coming in? And that is how Hedera will actually be able to dominate Australia in terms of using DLT. So it's good to see that we've got our foot in the door over there. From Neuron World, so they are the drone company that of course does leverage Hedera's technology in terms of the verification of the drone flights and the times as well. So we have this post over here from today saying that last week some of their team went island hopping using the scheduled helicopter service from Penzance Heliport, and this is the helicopter that we have over here. And they have said that they have met with St Mary's Airport ATC to deliver them a sensor. Now I'm sure that they also delivered a sensor, I think at Land's End Airport, I believe, roughly around about over 2 weeks ago now. So these are the sensors that will be at these different airports, and of course when it comes to these sensors, the drones will be able to interact with them, and so we have that flight data or information. And you can see over here in this recent post that they have said that they now have their sensor that has just gone live, improving sensor coverage between mainland UK and the Isles of Scilly, and more airports are coming. Like I've mentioned before, I do think that we'll be seeing more smaller airports coming in before we actually bridge out to the larger airports. But these are the sensors that they have in place for us, which is pretty good. And of course, we actually have a very smart question. Are they leveraging Hedera? Which we have actually been told they have been doing so far. However, you can see over here, yes, they are leveraging Hedera, but they are on the testnet, meaning that these transactions aren't really going towards the mainnet, which are your real world transactions in general. Still though, it's not too bad. It does count towards something. So they're leveraging the smart contracts, HCS and HTS services simultaneously as well. So it just goes to show that they are actually leveraging the network, but it isn't the mainnet. But still, it's something that there is there for us. Now let's have a look at this coming in from Cask Capital, and it is in relation to tokenization, but different because it's actually whiskies, which you don't really talk about. Usually we talk about tokenization of, for example, gold or stocks or shares, but this actually will be powered by Hedera and with a tokens or tokenization engine integrated into it. I do know that in terms of whiskey, you can actually invest into it in general like an asset. And if you have a look at their blog, the Cask Capital's marketplace will use a tokenization created by DLA Piper called Toko and powered by Hedera. Their marketplace will be able to provide unparalleled tokenization of whiskey, casks and bottles, ensuring seamless performance, security and compliance as well. And by leveraging the HTS, Cask Capital is able to issue and manage these tokens efficiently and securely on a public network, of course reducing the need for slow and expensive intermediaries as well. And we already know about the benefits in terms of the HTS. Of course, it does allow for greater liquidity and also accessibility in the whiskey investment market. And so I thought that I'd actually show you guys this blog, because this is something that is definitely different compared to what we usually see in general. And of course, cost is obviously one of the big things, but it's good to see that we have Cask Capital, one of a different company that we wouldn't really hear of, actually using the Hedera network for tokenization. Very much forward thinking. What I also want to tell you as well is, before we have a look at the price action, is that we have an event coming up on the 13th of April. It's the Harvard blockchain, and we will be having Dr. Lehman Bird speak on it. It's about the decentralized recovery, which is the safety net for the online world. So that will be happening essentially next week now, and I definitely want to tune into this one. If we can get some sort of videos, I will be showing you those videos on my channel as well. So let's have a look at the price action of Source Swap today, and then we will be diving into Hbar. So once this loads up, you can see we are currently trading at 0.1296 for the 1 day chart. We are up by 3.41%, and on the 1 day chart we are down by 11.95%. We are trading at a volume of $2.54 million. So if we have a look at where we performed on the 7 day chart, you'll see that we actually started the week off pretty nicely at 15 cents, so at 0.1554, and then ever so slightly, and then we've obviously come down because we are down by 16.45% on the 7 day chart. So you'll see just midweek we went to 14 cents, and then of course we did actually take a further dip all the way to 0.1217. So now we're just pretty much below that 13-cent mark in general. And if we have a look at the 1 month chart, we are down by even more, by about 34%. We did start off the month quite strong at 0.1985, but all those gains and that run that we saw for Source Swap, essentially this is what is happening, and it's pretty normal, right? It's not like as if it's anything out of the blue, because we are still up quite nicely in general. And if we have a look at the 1 year chart, we are up by 524.65%. So we are up by a massive amount. And in 2023, we were at 0.01973. So if we do go to the downside, I am looking towards that 10-cent mark. But if not, let's see if we can get to 15 cents. So if we have a look at the price action of Hbar coin today, the overall market is pretty decent. It's in the green. So far, we are in 30th place. We are trading at 0.106. We're up by 3.1% on the 1 day chart. For the 1 week, though, we are down by 9%. We did start off the week at 0.114, and then midweek we actually went to 0.1111, and now we've actually come down to 10 cents. And on the 1 month chart, we are down by 14.4%. So for the price action of Hbar and where I want it to go, I definitely want to see more support at this 10-cent range, particularly the mid-range in general. But if not, and we go to the downside, then let's see if we can actually hold the 9-cent mark. If we do go to the upside, I want to see a bit of a level at that 11-cent range. Guys, if you want daily Hedera, Hbar and Source Swap news, subscribe to the channel and like the video as well.